He looks like really grumpy. But I mean, if I was like on the brink of extinction, I would look grumpy too. Hey everyone, this is Thecos. I'm really excited that this arrived today in the mail. This is Endangered Australia. This is like the latest expansion for Endangered, which I backed. And not only that, I also backed like everything else that I didn't own yet. So there are like different dice with like, instead of pips, you have like numbers here, and also you have like the symbols of the specialist here, which is pretty cool. Also, like there are also versions of the tiger with the stripes here. It's not necessary, but all the others have like screen printing, so I would have wanted those as well. And then also, which is like my most favorite add-on, these are the scenarios from the other expansions that had the explanation of the scenarios only in a little booklet instead of these foldable cardboard instructions that they usually come with. So it's great that they also produce those. And then I also backed the one of the promo characters here, the celebrity. Really cool. So we will take a look at everything today. Yeah, so why don't we go ahead? Just one thing up front before we get started. This is an expansion that also requires you to have the base game, right? So just keep that in mind while you watch here. All right, as usual, before we start, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. All right, there we go. That's how you start a video. All right, so let's just open this up. There are 3 new scenarios in here, plus a 4th one if you like backed the campaign here. So I'm not 100% sure if you will be able to get this like after the campaign. I'm not sure, to be honest. Okay, so let's just see here what we have in here. So first of all, we don't have any rules. Well, we don't really need any rules, right? Because you have the base game, all the rules are in the base game, and the rules for the different scenarios, these are like on these foldable sheets that I can't find here. Oh, this all got a little bit loose while transporting, but okay, that's not horrible. So let's see. We have like new cardboard tokens here. These are, I don't know what these are. That's interesting. So you don't cover the entire board, but you have like these larger shapes now. Okay, very interesting. As usual, like the quality of the cardboard components is just fine. It's like thick enough, double-sided and everything, so that's good. There is something new here. This is for the bunyips. I hope that's how you call it, because that's like the promo animal, so to speak. And that is like an interesting thing that they did here, because this is a game about saving endangered animal species, which is a great theme. It's also a game I really, really like. And now they added as a promo animal, they added the bunyips, which is a mythological creature, a creature that didn't exist as far as I know. And I find this interesting. I'm not quite sure how I like that decision yet. I'm not quite sure yet, but, well, I'm interested to find out. So we have something with water temperature here. That is for like one of these three scenarios, which is not an animal itself, but it's like the coral reef, right? And then also we have a new character here, the Prime Minister. Very cool. That's the lady here. And then also we have here the male character. I think so, yeah. I think that's the male character. Yeah, very cool. Okay, nice. And then we have like a few tokens here for the coral reef. And oh, even more tokens for the coral reef. There's quite a bit here. Okay. Interesting, so many of those. And these are not even wooden, but there are some wooden ones in here as well. I'm pretty sure, I think, yeah, in here. So there are 3 scenarios here. We have the coral reef, which is here. You can see like here, these are the corals, I guess, and these are like snails or something, right? Like sea snails. I'm not sure if that's how you call them. Very, very nice. Again, very, very nice tokens here. Look at this one. This one is a little broken, but that's just like a curse of me, so to speak, because I keep, like when I receive games, I always keep getting games where like something isn't quite right with the meeples, but that's fine. I don't really mind. Okay, but these are very, very nice meeples again. Then the second scenario are like these toads or frogs. I'm not quite sure how they're called. Also very, very nice. Check these out. Very cool meeples here. He looks like really grumpy. But I mean, if I was like on the brink of extinction, I would look grumpy too. So I guess that's okay. And then we have, let's go here first. And then we have even more frogs. Give me a moment. Yeah, okay. These also belong to the same scenario. These are just different frogs. And this one looks not as grumpy, a little bit more curious. And then we also have... Am I rushing through this? Am I rushing through this unboxing? I have the feeling I'm totally rushing this. And then we have the third scenario, which is like what you could also already see on the cover here, right? Like the koala bears. Oh, these meeples are great. I love them. Look at the large noses here. Very, very cool. Yeah, I like those. Nice. I just like that the components, like the meeples here, are like that nice. And then we have the fourth scenario, so to speak. It's like the one that you got when you backed the campaign. And these are like these, I think they're called bunyips. I hope that's like how you pronounce them. If not, please correct me in the comments. And these meeples also look very, very cool. Also very interesting creature. I'm just not sure how I like Endangered going the route of not just having endangered species, but also those like also mythological ones now. I don't know, but it's only one. It's only a promo animal, promo creature, so I guess that's fine. All right, so this like all got messed up here. But let's just check it out. So we have like new cards here for the Prime Minister, because each character has like 2 or 3 like special cards. You as a player choose one of those in order to, that's like your main, like your special ability, so to speak. There's like even more replayability because like each character can have like different abilities. Very cool. And then here we have, let's see what we have here. These are the impact cards for the giant barred frog. Let me just see if I can find all of that. Here we go, like this. Okay, so here, oops. Here we have the impact cards for the giant barred frog. So like what makes this game very special is not only the theme, but also like the way you set it up. So at the beginning, everybody chooses a character. If you play solo here, which you can do, I have a video on my channel that you can go watch right now. Where I play through the tiger scenario, and but I'm planning to bring more scenarios to the channel at some point. So you choose like 2 characters when you're playing solo. Otherwise, like each player chooses 1 character, and then you choose 1 species to save, and that species has different rules for how it like reproduces and things like that. But also these impact cards, and each of these decks is like is unique because they all do different things. There are like some duplicate cards in here, of course, but this is like something that like you don't really know like what will happen with that creature unless you know it already. You need to kind of react to what's happening there, right? Then here we have the impact deck for the Great Barrier Reef. There's a coral reef, I mean the Great Barrier Reef, right? So this is like the impact here, impact deck for those. Very cool. And then we also have the impact deck for the koalas right here. Yeah, of course, bushfires, that makes sense. Okay. Then let's check if we have new ambassadors as well. Oh, this is like still for the frogs. This is something else. Let's take a look at that in just a moment. Oh, actually, we can also take a look at the impact deck for the bunyips here. So see, there's also an impact deck here. I have the feeling there are more duplicates in here. Yeah, maybe there are. Okay. This one here was for the frog. Can I still find it? It's down there. Okay. And then we have like 2 new ambassadors cards. And these say the first influence must be placed on this ambassador. So you have to place something on here. We have New Zealand and the Aboriginal Australians. Interesting. I don't know if you have to use those. With the Great Barrier Reef. Maybe you do. It would make sense thematically. And then what we have are like these scenario leaflets, because usually for each scenario you have like such a leaflet here. Let me just get these out here. You know what? Let me just rip it. There we go. These leaflets here, right, for the giant barred frog, Great Barrier Reef, koala, and now also the bunyip here. And the thing is that these like give you like the rules for this specific scenario. You see like the setup here. You see like mating, like offspring rules, which are not any special ones for the koala, just the regular ones. And then also like you have like the negative impact, and here it's like deforest, right? Like for the deforestation tiles. So that means you don't need any extra rules for like the expansion, because the base course are always the same. Like the scenario changes, like things mainly. And in one of the expansions, I think the new species ones, they added like a small booklet with like the scenarios, and I really didn't like that. That they went from these to like this booklet, and now they're going back to those. And that's why, as an add-on, you could get like these leaflets here for the scenarios that are like in that other booklet, right? So these are not any new animals, right? These are animals that I already own, but now they all have these cards here, because like going from these to the booklet and back, that doesn't make any sense for me. So yeah, so that's very cool. Then we have something here. Prime Minister. Oh, these are the cards for the Prime Minister, the deck, right? I forgot about those. So there are like some cards that are like it's like a part of every deck for each character. Go to work, for example. I think protest as well. Donate as well, I think. And maybe even recycle. I think maybe all the white ones here. But the yellow ones, these are like exclusive to this character, right? Which is like pretty cool. There's also like gives you some asymmetry, which I enjoy a lot. And then we have like dice here. So each character usually has like 3 dice. And you see like these like just one from 1 to 6. And the 6 is like always like the symbol of the character. But not only that. Now we also have like a special D6 here. I guess that's maybe for the Great Barrier Reef. I'm not sure. For one of these scenarios, we need an extra D6. So sure. And what I also did is, because the old dice, I think they had like regular pips. They also look nice, but I like the look of those. And that's why what you could do as an add-on, you could also like get like these dice for the other characters. These are just different. Yeah, these are like printed on. And these are like actually like, yeah, they actually have a profile here. So that's weird. I don't know why they did that. But okay, but still, right? This is like for the celebrity. And these are the dice for all the other characters here. So pretty cool. And what I also have now, like the tigers in the original game, they just had no screen printing unless you backed the Kickstarter campaign back then, which I didn't, because I got the game a little bit later. So you were able to get those with these stripes as well as an add-on. I really wanted to get those because I want to have the game absolutely complete. I want to have everything for this because I really enjoy what the game is doing. And we're almost through, but not quite. Also, as an add-on, you could get another character. And I think this is like also a lot of replay value. Just having another character is great. And this is the celebrity, actually. Here, look at her and look at him. He kind of looks like me. Well, actually, I have a little bit more beard and slightly longer hair. And usually, I do wear bow ties, but mainly regular ties. But yeah, okay. Kind of similar, I guess. And then here we have the deck for the celebrity and the special ability cards. And that's almost it. There's one last thing, and that is, let me get this out of the way, and that is here, the Endangered Rescue. That is like in one of these 18-card escape games that Grand Gamers Guild is doing. I actually have live playthroughs of 2 or 3 of those. Like I think the Christmas one, right? The Halloween one, and maybe another one. I'm not quite sure. I have a few of those on my channel, and they have like one that is like themed around the Endangered game here. So I don't know if I will do this on the channel maybe as a live stream at some point, or if I will just do this for myself off camera. I'm not sure yet, but very, very cool. So, and what I'm now planning is the following. Let me show you. And then I'm done with the unboxing. But just one more thing, because this here is the box for the first big box expansion. There's like the second big box expansion. There are like smaller expansions as well. And I just like the box more here than the base box. Although like they all look great. The base box has like the tiger at the top. And what I've, like this, it looks like this. And what I have done now is I have like put like small boxes in here because there's no insert, right? And put like everything in like baggies here and try to organize it in such a way that I can like easily set up and tear down this game. I'm not 100% happy with that yet, but that's like how I did it. And I think it's pretty decent. But there is now an issue, and the issue is that now with all of that stuff, it doesn't fit anymore. So I'm going to try to still get everything in 2 boxes. I have an idea how it might work. So this will be, of course, very difficult to get everything in 1 box. And if Grand Gamers Guild ever decides to publish even more expansions for this, oh man, they will have to like publish a big box at some point. But let's see how I can manage to fit both into one box. All right, well, and that concludes my unboxing of Endangered Australia, the latest big box expansion for the game. I really enjoyed this game. Looking forward to checking out these scenarios as well. To be honest, I don't know all the scenarios of the other expansions yet, but I'm planning to like play through all of those anyway, and then I can also play through those and see how they work. And I also want to like bring like a few more scenarios to the channel at some point, because I really enjoyed bringing you the Tiger one, and there were a few people who wanted me to show a few more, so I will do that sometime soonish. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, for sticking to the very end. I hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support. Especially I want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. The biggest thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video on my Discord server. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and cheers.